Hello everyone, we are here, we are live, we are ready to go, and I'm picking up kind of where I left off in the VAB with this, this thing. Let's say, because I have a contract. Let's actually bring up the contract here. I have a contract to recover this part TZ-1. That doesn't mean anything, obviously, but it's in orbit of the moon. I got to go out there, I got to latch onto it, and then I got to come back. And so what I built was this thing. This thing at the top here is just a 2-ton dummy mass to simulate the mass of the part. And I just tested at the end of the stream last week whether I could latch onto this and whether I could descend and not make a complete and utter hash job of everything. And it worked. It descended fine. It's not exactly the prettiest thing, so I think I might want to clean this up. So that's going to be our first mission, is to clean this thing up, get into orbit, go out, get that part, bring it back. I'm hoping that won't take too long because I have a second batch of contracts here for a min-miss landing. Let me bring them here. Excuse me. A whole bunch of various min-missy types of contracts here. I'm not going to go through them all just yet because I don't know which of these I'm going to get to in this stream. But I think the highlight of it all is this one, finishing construction of a rover that's sitting on the surface. There's a rover sitting on the surface. I didn't build it. It doesn't work. We need to make it work. So that's going to be the min-miss contract. I'm hoping that will go pretty quick too because I've already built a moon lander. And I think I can just modify that pretty quickly and make it into a min-miss one. Hello there, Sam and Ahmad and Drop Pasta and everybody else that I'm missing there in the stream. Thank you very much for joining us. Okay, so let's get back to the recover part. All right, so let's see here. It has no solar panels. I really gotta clean this thing up a lot. So let's see here. We got to put some solar panels on this thing. So it ain't that complicated, that's for sure. I want to try and keep this pretty simple. I think it should have the delta V. Oh my gosh, easy. It has a monstrous amount of delta V. In order to get the job done. So what do we have here for the state? Okay, that's going to come off. That's going to come off. It needs RCS. That's what it needs. So let's get into our monoprop containers. In fact, let's go by resource and hit the monoprop button. Oh, I do. Good. I like these little Stratus 5 roundified minis. What I might just do. How much is in one of these? 7.5. Oh, let's not be cheap. I was gonna tuck it in there, but you know what? Let's not be silly. We'll put 2 of them on here. That'll be enough. All this is just to facilitate the joining onto it. And here, let's take this off temporarily. Let's imagine we had gone out to the moon and we've used up, most of this fuel. Where's the center of mass? Put some RCS blocks on here. So back to here, back to here. I am a big fan of the little RCS blocks, so I'm going to most certainly use the little ones. Probably, yeah, let's just go with 4 down here. And I suppose, just looking at where, I guess 4 maybe tucked in around these parachutes. I'm trying to center them on either side of the center of mass. And always what I like to do with the RCS blocks is go into these actuation toggles and toggle off the yaw, pitch, and the roll because I do not need them for any form of attitude control. They are just there for translation control. It's not counting the fuel in the dummy load there, Mark. Let me put the dummy load. You can actually. No, I think the staging got messed up with that. Yeah, the engine's on the wrong. Where's the engine? Yeah. But that's there. But it's not count. Why is that such an unusual number? But anyway, I turned off the fuel up here, so it shouldn't be counting that fuel. But I think there's some. Let's put the fairing down here. That is garbage. Go be in there. okay. Why? No. Yeah, the Delta V go. Now I'm suddenly a little worried about this Delta V. Oh, because I took all the fuel out. What a monkey head. But you can actually see the Delta V goes up when I take this fuel away. So it goes from 3,147 without it to 2,342 with it. Okay, so it isn't counting this fuel. So let's throw the dummy mass away. We don't need that anymore. It did come through the atmosphere okay-ish. I'm debating whether somebody suggested, and I don't think it's a terrible idea as well, because you'd like to get the center of lift as far up as you can, and one of the things I did to accomplish that was add just these on, which can... I'm thinking this is a little... What if somebody suggested, I remember, what about adding on... I might just take this away. Take that away. I don't like it. Put that back. Some tail fins. Flip them around upside downy. Like that. And it'll get covered with the fairing. I'm hoping this isn't a bad idea. And then we'll tuck them up like that. I don't even think that looks incredibly terrible. I think these guys need to move down. Just because they're in the way. I think it even looks a little better. I like that. I like that. I like that. Yeah, someone was pointing out the RCS thrusters. I was sort of crashing into them. Me likey. Okay, there we go. Let's start setting things up. So action groups. On action group 0, I want to toggle this antenna if I can manage to click on it. Toggle the antenna. We will also open this up. Okay, so oh shoot. Don't close it on the antenna, so we'll close this up for there. Oh, I don't like... Shoot, the antenna's peeking out. Don't like that. Try and make this look a little bit nicer. Okay, park contract. Part, go away. Okay, that's better. Probably some lights would be a good idea. Always need lights. But I think... What do I have for electrical storage on this thing? Oh, there's a couple of those batteries. I'm sure that's fine. Okay, lights. I think the RCS is okay. People are concerned for my RCS placement blocks, but I think it'll be... I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go that we'll muddle through. We'll figure... We'll if it doesn't... Well, whatever. We'll see what happens. Can't plan everything. I'm not going to be doing any more testing. I want to just do this and launch. Because I really want to get onto the MIMMIS thing. So these are just some blinky lights just to have them. We'll go to yellow. Well, more into the amber range here a bit. Make them half second, put the blink on. Oh wait, make them white too, so they blend in there better. And same with these guys. Yellow. Blink on, half seconds. Maybe move these tail fins up just a little bit. I don't want them to be too visible up there at the top. Oh, this comes with a different texture too. Oh, I can make it dark too. Ooh. Okay. All right. I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we're good. So let's build a fairing around this thing. Hopefully the fairing won't prove problematic. Clamshell deploy, up the force a little bit. 3 sides should be good. And we'll take it out of the... yeah. Also, you know, I don't need those interstage nodes anymore. They're just going to be in the way. And take it out of the staging. We'll also... while I'm thinking about action groups, on action group 5, we'll deploy that fairing. Okay. Yeah, the blinky lights are the cornerstone. Okay, this thing's not... it's 10.3 tons. This shouldn't be too much to lift up into orbit. So I'm looking at a total budget, I don't know, around 5,000. It's a little weird because you don't... oh, poop. I hate that. Okay, what I think I might do is just, for the sole purpose... of getting a, and then this can come really short. That's too short. Okay, an engine plate just to create a sort of a cowling to go there, and then I still think, yeah, these are still my biggest. 1.875 meter parts. Bobcat on the bottom. That gets me 4,000. Plenty of thrust. Oh wait, what's the thrust if I go to sea level? Yeah, sneak in a little bit more fuel. Sneak in a smidge more fuel. I'd like this to be closer to about... oh, wait, I still see this is... did I do something wrong here? I thought this would create... oh, I just clicked it to the bottom of the engine rather than the decoupler. That's what I did. Okay. I'm looking more at thrust. I'm more concerned about thrust than anything. I think this is pretty good. I think I got a lot of delta V. I just think... well... do I have a bigger motor? Got to stick. Oh no, the Kodiak's not bigger. I can go 2. No, I don't want to go that big. Yeah, I think the Bobcat's still my best option. Okay, that can go with that. Let's go for it. Put some tail fins down here on the bottom. Launch clamps. I'm not sure about other people. I should maybe just sort of cool the jets here just a little bit. Make sure I'm not doing something stupid. Lift is down there, but... and sea level thrust is 1.32, which is doable. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. Okay, so Moon Tug, we're off. Yeah, there's nobody. It has reaction wheels up here. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. So you can see I'm eager for the Minmus one. I want to get this one out of the way. Oh dear. You know what I forgot though? Hang on here. I'm just gonna leave this on the pad here for a little bit. I wrote myself a note, and it's been so long since we used to have on my Discord a weekly screenshot of the week, sort of a challenge, and I have. Let me get the right things here. There we go. And every week we had some sort of a challenge. People had to submit a screenshot, and People voted on which one they liked the best. And then we switched it to a screenshot of the month. So I got out of the habit of doing my announcements of who was the previous winners. So that's why I'm a little bit slow on the draw here. But our screenshot of the month winner is Tonsis. And if I just bring up our screenshot there is the screenshot. The theme for this one was a real rocket. So just to do your KSP version of a real rocket, obviously we are dealing here with the space shuttle. So congratulations to Antonses, and we will put that one away and we will get back to our game. And if you are interested in much the same thing, participating in that, all you got to do is sign on for the Discord and sign on for my Discord. The current challenge is up there right now for June. Submit your own screenshot, and maybe, who knows, I'll be announcing you a month from now. Okay, so let's see here. So SAS on, throttle up, and yeah, let's punch it. Let's go. And hopefully this whole thing is not going to go. I'm being asked, are you leaving the Kerbal system soon? It all depends on contracts, really. I think I've got the tech now to go for... I actually really like to do like a dilly landing. A dilly? What's a dilly? A gilly landing. That's, to me, a nice thing to go for. Or to do an orbit around Eve or even Duna. But yeah, it's possible. It all depends on the contracts I get. But if I pick up some sort of extra planetary outside the Kerbal system type of contract, I am more than willing to engage with that. Unless it's something really stupid like, you know, land 4,000 units of liquid fuel on Eve or something like that. You got to really watch them. They tend to sneak some stupid stuff in there for you sometimes. Okay, this is flying way better than I would have guessed it would have. I'm rather pleased. Yeah, gilly landing is more like hanging. It's not like landing as more as it is kind of docking and trying not to fall off. All right, reducing throttle here a little bit as our time to apoapsis is increasing. All right, I'm glad I didn't spend more time with this because it's doing just fine. We'll see how this works. It, again, not particularly well tested. If this fails, I think I'll probably go on to the Mimbus one anyway if it fails on return, if it blows up in the atmosphere or something like that, and then re-explore this later. Hello, Levent, and welcome. Glad you can make it. Oh, I gotta watch my... Gonna be coming short on this stage pretty soon. And go onto the mighty Terrier engine. Not a lot of thrust here. Let's yeah, let's pitch up. This might have been an ill-conceived part of this part of it. Just trying to keep that time to apoapsis from dropping down too low. Not much thrust here. Let's actually lose the fairing as well, so that would be a 5. There we go. Oh, it wants to flip around. Not exactly aerodynamic either. This might have been ill-conceived. I remember putting on the Terrier. It does not have a big thrust-to-weight ratio, and I forgot I wanted to use it for this upper stage part of this too. But we'll see if we can nurse it. Nurse it into orbit. Probably experiencing more drag than I would want to. Yeah. I dropped the fairing because I wanted to lose the mass, but to be honest, I think I might have hurt myself more than I probably with the aerodynamic losses because of the stupid tail fins at the top. This thing is not exactly... Oh my gosh. I'm 15 seconds to apoapsis. I don't want that to get to 0. Oh boy. I'm worried. I'm worried. Any beginner tips? Asks Fast Grimjay. Don't do what I'm doing right now. Put a little bit more thrust on this engine and don't release your fairing so early. I'm honestly... It's hanging on, but just barely. We'll see what kind of DV I have once I get up. Once I get this thing into orbit. Okay, the time to apoapsis actually went up. That's encouraging. That's encouraging. So I'm pitching down a little bit again. Okay, pitching down a little bit more. Clicked up to 15 seconds. Because if I pass this time of time to apoapsis, that means I start going down. Oh, 16 seconds to apoapsis. Good, good, good. Let's keep riding that. All right, this is starting to feel better. Starting to feel better. So this takes a little bit. You can get away with surprisingly little thrust. You really can, but it might take a little bit of nursing in the upper part of the atmosphere. The advantage, of course, of the Terrier is that you... oh, let's lock the prograde now. This is working. The advantage of the Terrier, of course, is that it's low mass. And... might be okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Already got the orbit flippy-do, so I'm very close to an orbit as it is. Let's reduce the throttle here a lot. Okay, I'm still pretty low in the atmosphere, and oh, the drag's a killer. The drag is a killer. Okay, let's see what that does for me. Just as soon as I cut throttle, look at the apoapsis just dropping. I'll have to sort of... Yeah, that's not good. Push that back up again. Okay, got it up to 80. Oh boy. Still got a lot of going through the atmosphere here still, folks. Okay, let's push this up a bit more. Still in the upper parts of the atmosphere, but the drag's not as much. I should not have lost that fairing. That was a bad idea. Yeah, that's our mission, to grab some debris for those people just joining us, to grab some debris around the moon. We have a contract for it. Bring it up, actually, and once we've nursed this into an orbit. I think we're going to get an orbit very soon here. We're almost in space. There's our contract. Now I got, what do we got? 1691? I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. Oops. Okay, let's circularize. Let's put this on free. Looks better that way. All right, so we just about got an orbit. It's going to be very tiny, because our periapsis is already up 58 kilometers, so it's not going to take much for our orbit here. And then we'll assess the situation. So ill-conceived on the lifter front, that's for sure. But what else is new? Okay, that's like 78 by 78 there. Do that. Hello, Javier. Welcome. Glad you can make it. I still have 1,674 meters per second at Delta V. My budget for the moon and back is 1,420, so that's comfortable. Of course, that's not taking into account that I'm going to be grabbing about an extra 2 tons once I'm at the moon, but well, we'll see. I think it's going to be okay. So let's. The best thing though is just let's get this over with. So I'm going to turn off everything that's not necessary. We are going to the moon, so set the moon as a target. That's clearly too far. Okay, let's focus on here. So our target, this is what we're aiming at right here, this part TZ-1X1. I have no idea what it is. I did not. You can go into the tracking station and take a look at it, but I just didn't. I want it to be a surprise. So I have no idea, kind of, it gives you its dimensions and its mass in the contract, and that's it. Okay, let's come in closer here. Let's play real. Which way around is it going? It's going around in a prograde direction. That's important to note, that kind of thing. Okay, and then we'll ease off here. So we're going to be doing a rendezvous with this guy. So I like to sort of do the time, get that periapsis as low as I can just by adjusting the time, and then I come back so to minimize the amount of this burn. All right, well, there we go. That's our burn out to here. So yeah, let's do this. Well, I have no idea. I'm being asked about the PC requirements to run these mods. I really don't know. I'm really, I know it's not, but as a math teacher, people always get surprised by this, but I'm really bad with numbers. So if you ask me, like, what's the specs on your PC? I don't know. Like, I got stuff on it. I'd have to look it up, and I'm not going to do that right now. So, all right, we got ourselves a 1 minute and 22-second burn. To be honest, the limitation I really ran into was parallax, and that wasn't so much my system requirements, so maybe, or my system as much as it was the OBS just couldn't render that much. Was having trouble. Maybe that's connected to my system. I don't know. But all right, you here. Okay, 4, 3, and a 2, and a 1, and a go. All right. I do love the Terrier engine. Like, if I can get away with just a Terrier, you know, I'm almost always doing that. Just, it's the amount of thrust you get for the amount of mass you have to put on there is great. On the maneuver node. I also like the fact that I now have the Octo 2. This is the first. Oh, I should open that up. But this is the first vessel with the Octo 2 probe core in it. So I got all of my lock to the various vectors. I don't have the lock to the maneuver node yet, but wasn't that long ago I couldn't even lock to prograde with my probe. So Val and Jeb, watch out. Technology is going to be replacing you. So right now we're on our way to the moon, Sam, to recover this part and bring it back to Kerbal. That is the plan for now, and then I'm hoping after this gets done to get ourselves going to Minmus. I'm hoping I can do that pretty quickly. Okay, let's look at things from out here. Reduce our throttle. perfectly happy with that. Okay, we're going to need to make the teeniest of course corrections here, just to bring this periapsis down. But it is not going to be much of a change. I want to get the periapsis to just be touching the orbit there. Not too much worried about inclination. And you can tell, by the way, when... Yeah, I got to come up a bit. There. If you get the AN... Actually, it should be... No, I got to go back. Yeah, no, it is this way. There we go. And when that DN, in this case, comes and meets the periapsis, that means you are crossing right there, and that's good. Maybe a little bit inwards there. Beautiful. I'm good. 1.9 meter per second burn, so we'll toggle down the thrust limiter here a little bit, because that's hardly anything. Do ourselves a quick save. Okay, let's get out there. Goodbye, Kerbal. A house rule to have pilots is probably a good idea, or else very quickly you'll have absolutely no need for pilots, and who wants that? Who wants that? I'm actually at the point now where I'm regularly making 3 crewed vessels. So once I'm kind of at that stage, I like to have, you know, one of each. One of each classes. I hope in KSP2 they have some sort of class system. And oh, why am I waiting for the time to go to 0? I don't have to do that. I can just do this. I do hope in KSP2 there's going to be some form of class system or something to differentiate one Kerbal from another. I don't like them all being, you know, just clones of each other. Alright, so there we go. Time to get out to... Do I have my antenna extended? Oh, let's put this on orbit. Yes, extended. Okay. Should be good. Alright, let's get out here. Doing this super quick. Yeah, I would love to have more skill-based RPG. Even if it's very light, a skill-based RPG type of system. Sort of the same sort of thing as maybe you would get in something like XCOM, though with less guns, clearly. But, you know, that as you do stuff, you gain experience, and then you can say, oh, this person's really good at electronics. Let's up his electronics, and that gives you certain perks. I would love to have those kind of things. And then you can really kind of develop mission specialists as you progress through your career. I think that would be a ton of fun. And, you know, with supposedly colonies and all that kind of stuff coming, there's all kinds of reasons for different types of mission specialists. You don't just need a scientist. You might need a biologist. You might need a geologist. Okay, I'm setting this up for our rendezvous here. So the idea with this, for people that have never done this kind of a rendezvous before, I'm kind of doing it quickly, but I should explain what I'm doing, is you want to do a capture, clearly. You don't want to just blow by. But you want to make the capture so that you're in an elliptical orbit that will come back, and then when you come around, you will meet up with your target. Now, if for some reason you're having... Sometimes you get this, where the thing's not moving. See how they're not moving? And that's because the maneuver node is before this close approach indicator. And if you get into that situation, simply go ahead a few seconds until you see them jump. And now you should be seeing them move. And you want to make this orbit as low as you can and still get this encounter, because that minimizes your encounter speed, makes the rendezvous easier. If I was like a really high orbit, like here, I'll show you what I mean. Oops. Oh, did I just lose it? Set as a target. So here I might be getting an encounter. I won't fiddle with it. But my encounter speed is very high. Where does it say the encounter speed? Am I blind? Oh, well, whatever. You would get a very high encounter speed because of the how different these orbits are. The closer you can get your orbit to the target orbit, the lower your encounter speed is going to be. So you always want to bring this as low as you can. That's not going to work, so I got to come back. And that's how you do yourself a rendezvous around a different body. Okay, let's really get a look at this. There we go. And tweak this in fine like. There we go. I saw 0.3 kilometers with an encounter speed of 78 meters per second. Okay, back to here. F5. Did I hit F5? I think I did, yeah. Okay, let's get down there. Oh, let's turn this back up again. Oh, it won't let me while I'm time warping. Boop. 15-second burn. Now we can get closer again. Stopped me early because I thought that burn was going to take a long time. There we go. And I can actually put this on my rendezvous data. And I should be able to watch this and judge my burn from this. All right. I'm being asked what I do for a living. Right now, really nothing. But I am a retired high school math teacher, which I think probably doesn't... A lot of people I know that. It's not like I keep that a secret because I get asked that a lot. But I don't think that surprises anybody, given the content of my videos. Okay, we are what? 7, 6, 5, 4... 3 and 2 and 1 and go. Oh, I can hear it, but there we go. Couldn't see any engine plumes happening there. Okay, so right now this intersect's not changing too much because there it goes. Because we hadn't passed that first marker at our periapsis. Okay, so what I want to do is get this as low as I can. Oh, I think I overdid it, didn't I? Back up, yep. I'm backing up with RCS. There we go. That's good. Got 323 meters separation coming up in 1 hour and 9 minutes. And now if I put it here, let's turn off all of these communication lines. Now if I turn it up, you can really see how this is going to work. Where's our target? Our target's over here. So as we time warp around, this guy's going to go around faster than us, but we're going to hang out here for a little bit, slowing ourselves down so that when we get back down here, do a time... I got to quick save more when I time warp. You can see now how they're coming closer together. And really nice how easy the game... How good the game is. It's pretty easy, I think. The game gives you good tools. There's what I'm trying to say. Good tools for setting this all up. I'm noticing that this encounter changes when I time warp. That's always very annoying. Still 3 minutes away. Like every time you can see these move and you can see this information changes. That's always something to be a little bit cognizant of because it's really easy to kind of mess yourself up there. Okay. We're about 2 minutes away. All right, let's do this from this view. And do we see it? There's our target there. It was F4. One of the common questions I get when I do a rendezvous video is, how are you getting that waypoint? And it's so easy to turn it off that I think it's just F4 that toggles that on and off. Alright, yeah, that explains the doing the math episodes. Yep, it sure does. Okay, I really do need to think about slowing myself down here, though. Oh, we just switched to target. I don't know why that took as long as it did. Took off a little bit of speed, let ourselves get a little closer. Again, this number's completely messed up now that I'm time warping. But if you find yourself suddenly like this distance is really increasing, just sort of stop what you're doing. Let yourself get closer. As long as you can keep pushing this time up, you're fine. You're not going to crash into your target or anything like that. I'll let myself get closer again. Hopefully the sun will come up soon. So I'm just burning lightly, watching this time. I don't want this time to grow too much. I was thinking that on the next, I should only do the hardest contracts. Except test part below X out. I hate those contracts. Some contracts, honestly, I like one. I do think, although I like to have some sort of campaign mode, I do think the contract system in KSP is probably one of the weakest things. If I didn't tell myself I was going to do this with just stock contracts, I would have installed some mods with other contract packs, because some of them are just dumb. I'm sorry, they just are. Like the test this engine at this altitude. It's not fun. So I just ignore them. I don't do those. Even a lot of the build a station with 4,000 units of fuel aboard and all of that. Why? Why would I want to do that? Okay, we're closing in on this now. For some reason this just got really messed up. I don't know why. Oh, there it is. Gosh, I thought it was like, no, it's only 50, it's only meters away. Stop. Okay. Let's spin us around here. Sorry, for whatever reason I thought we were... Oh, I should have put lights at the front of this to light up our target. Okay, so I'm seeing that what we got here looks like a Bobcat engine. That is what we're getting. So I think what I'll do, I think I'm going to grab it from the base here. So I'm going to go, let's move this away, this way, yeah. So I'm looking at my Navball, and I'm pushed the prograde vector more into the blue, which means I'm going to be going away from the moon. Maybe a little more. I want to come above, and then I want to come and attach to this. Where's the sun? Where's the sun? Oh gosh, we're at... Okay, we're super in the dark. Shoot. We're in the middle of the night. Oh, arm the grabber. Thank you. Absolutely. Arm the grabber. Arm the grabber. Oh, I should have put some lights on here. Maybe we'll... maybe I'll just come out here and kind of stop myself, and then... wait for the sun to come up. I think that might not be a bad plan. Because I know YouTube, when it renders these videos... So I'm just going to bring my relative velocity with the target down to 0. I know YouTube, when it renders these videos, really makes them dark. So if it looks dark to me, it looks probably like black to everybody else. My communications will not block out because I have myself a relay system, John. The moon has a complete, well, close enough to complete relay system. So we should be good. Okay, so I'm just going to wait for the sun. Okay, let's back a little bit. Try and stay close to this thing. Oh, there's the sun. Okay, so that should help. Oh, and I'm now really close. So, let me think. Because I don't want to bonk it when I turn here. Is it... I can barely see the... This way. I'm so close, I'm going to bonk it if I really come and point at it. This thing looks dangerous. Okay, let's back away a little bit. We'll aim right at it. There we go. Nicey nice. Okay. Okay, start moving in a forward direction. I think it's good enough. Let's engage. Gotta sometimes have some speed for that. There we go. We got it. We got it. We still have, how much? 371 meters per second left, so that's plenty for our communication, or for our return. So I think we're good. I think we're golden as long as this thing survives its re-entry. So we got ourselves the part. Yeah, I got a communication system here. Let's put on my relays. Right? And my comm lines. See? So should be. There you go. I don't think it matters where I was. I would have been able to pick up a signal. Okay, we're heading back. We're heading home. Is there a spotlight on the grabber? I don't know. A little late now. If there isn't, there should be. Oh, there is a light. There is. It says lights on, lights off. But I guess it did a little bit. I can see it. I should have put some spots down here somewhere. I really should have. I think that would have helped a lot. But I didn't. Okay, let's head back. So this is a very, from an equatorial orbit, very routine return to Kerbal. And I think dial this out a little bit. Already hit. I'm thinking I might, because I'm a little bit concerned with this thing. Usually I set my periapsis at about 35 kilometers, but I'm a little bit concerned with what the heating is going to be like. So I'm thinking I might set it for, I'm going to set it for a really wimpy 45 kilometers. That's what I'm going to do. A very cowardly 45 kilometers. It certainly will be able to survive that. That's good. Because, yeah, let's get this ready. Let's do it. Because 45 kilometers is what I would typically set when I build ships that aerobrake into Kerbal orbit. Which is something I do with ships that I'll design specifically for space. I'm hoping this won't be too much out of balance with mass, but I think I'm pretty centered on it. Well, I guess I could have done the target center of mass business. I didn't even think about that. Oh, well. But I have ships that go down and aerobrake at 45 kilometers, and they have no heat shields, no nothing. So I'm thinking that should be okay. We'll find out. Let's put this on the maneuver node. There. But we're going to find out. Hello, Jamie, and welcome. Yeah, so there is a little spot on the grabber. It's just not very bright. And 3, and 2, and 1, and I can't count. There we go. Oh, it is a little bit out of tilter. I forgot. Maybe I'll show it after this is done, even though it won't be necessary after this is done. But, oh boy. It does want to pull to one side because the center mass is off by a little bit. Not that it's a big deal. We'll be able to do this anyway. Again, 45 kilometers. Good enough. But, can I target the center mass on this thing? There's usually an option to target the center mass, but there's a pivot here. Control. I don't. Oh, yeah, I did set it as a target. Oh my gosh, this thing, I could activate this engine and actually... Oh, we came apart. Oh no, it's me on the pivot. Oh, you dope. What did I... Oh, there we go. It was still moving. Oh my gosh. So there is a pivot. I feel like I broke something. I don't like what is going on here. I freed that pivot and now it's going all Kershnakey on me. Okay, I don't like this. Okay, I'm gonna lock that pivot. Where's this? Give me this. Something gone weird. I was gonna show people how the free pivot thing works, and I think I've really... This does not look healthy. Okay, here we go. There's something... I gave it a little nudge. And... Lock pivot and don't play with that no more. That was really weird. Might have something to do with how I'm clamped onto this thing, but that was uncomfortable. I didn't like the way it did that. Okay, I'm not touching that no more. I was going to show people how to free the how you could adjust the pivot so you can try and center the mass, but I'm not going to play with it anymore. I'm going to leave it. No more. No more, no more. Okay, say goodbye to the moon, everybody. Oh, thank you. Somebody says make sure your control from here is reset. Thank you. I did reset it. I set it to the grabber. So I'll fix that once I'm done my time warping here. Once we're in the moon's SOI. I think we're in the moon. Yeah, we must be in the Kerbin's SOI now. Why are you being auto? There we go. Set control from this again. Control from here. No more playing. Okay. Getting a lot of glare from the sun. Okay, F5. Let's see. Periapsis in 5 hours. Let's get down there. Oh, I'm still going up. How am I still going up? What is going on here? No? Oh, I'm looking at the moon, for goodness sakes. Oh my god. Oh my god. I know, I have no more burns. John's mentioning you didn't need to fiddle with that. I have no more burns, and you're 100% right, but I wanted to just show people how it worked, and... Well, that taught me. Oh, that is surface deployed mystery goo transmitting some science that is sitting on the surface of the moon. Doing all of some science gathering in the background. It's always nice. I like the surface deployed stuff. Okay, Kerbin is bright and beautiful. And I'm thinking, I was debating whether or not to keep this, because it probably will survive re-entry, but I think I'll just lose it anyway. I think I will. And then, actually, let's... What is going on? That is that. Oh, this engine's in the staging now. Oh my gosh, I don't want to stage that engine. That's dangerous having that engine on the other side. So I'm just going to stage this. I'm not going to stage the... Oh my gosh, something just broke. Something just broke. Oh, this could go... Oh, this might be a Kraken-y... Oh boy. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's stuck to what here. Oh my god. Oh! Oh, I know what happened! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, I think I just botched this. I may have just botched this whole thing. Okay, so let's explain what just happened there, because I think I know what just happened. I think in my build I temporarily had, I can't control that, it's not controllable. I think I temporarily, remember I had that dummy weight at the top, and I had the interstage nodes on, and then I turned the interstage nodes off, but clearly the claw was not connected to this, as I thought it was, the top of this. It was clearly connected to an interstage node, so it's stuck to the fairing that's there. Oh my gosh, what a mess. What a mess. Let's stage our parachute so we can recover this. Now, I might just fail this contract. I might just let this contract fail. I was thinking of ways I could recover from this because this periapsis is so high. I think this thing would actually stay in orbit, but I'm thinking that's a bit of a cheat. So I think I'm gonna, oh no, there goes my contract. I think I'm gonna let this contract fail. I think I'm gonna count this as a fail. Because if I just left this quickly, these things would stay in orbit because the periapsis is low enough. And then I could try and recover it again. But you know what? I think I'm not going to do that cheat. I think I'm going to... Now, if it... We'll see what happens. Oh, oh, shoot. I forgot to close everything, too. I can close... I just broke off my antenna. That's meant to be closed. I'm so distracted. KSC Tech is going to lose their job. Yeah. You connected it to the wrong part, you dummy. Who knows what happened? Now, one of these, I mean, it just says debris now. I doubt the engine, I bet you the engine will survive. Unfortunately, I can't switch over. Oh my gosh. I think we're coming up, we're going up now. You know what I'm going to do? We're on our way out of the atmosphere, so I think it survived. I really do. Oh, except... oh, no, this is coming down. Our periapsis is negative. So the question is whether the engine is coming down. Or whether the engine is still in orbit. Here, let's take the time warp off. Put on debris. So, see, this guy is still in some kind... That one's coming down. This one's not. So if this is our engine, we might still have it. Okay. Our engine may have just gone right through the atmosphere and is coming out the other side. So, let's get this down. I could try F9. What's F9? I'm just letting this go. I'm not going to try. That was my mistake. You know, if a Kraken does me in, I will fully fess up to the Kraken doing. I will try and work my way around and go back and revert and all that kind of stuff. But if it's me, and that was me, I connected this to the wrong part. I connected the claw to the wrong part. That's on me. I'm not going to... I mean, if it's still in orbit, I might try and go get it. But if it's not in orbit, if it's crashing to its demise, I'm just going to say, well, then that's what happened. NC Davis is asking about, won't it get right through the atmosphere? It depends on where its periapsis is. If the periapsis is above around 35, 40 kilometers, something like that, the game does not delete the object, and it'll stay in orbit as long as you don't render it. I think that's a bit of a cheat. But what I'm thinking, and this might be entirely too ambitious, is can we get to it before it comes back to periapsis? That's what I'm thinking. Would it be possible, if it's came out of the atmosphere, would it be possible to get to it before it returns to the atmosphere and still recover and save this contract? I don't know. But I'm kind of curious to find out now. Anyway, this thing came through fine. with flying colors. Do it, says Window. Yeah. We'll see. It might not be doable. And like I said, like I said, that's on me. I don't want to take advantage of game glitches and the like. My SAS was on that whole time. There we go. Let's recover this. Let's see where it is. It might be gone. It might be pushed. Catch it on airplane in a cargo bay. Wow. Wow, that's more ambitious than what I had in mind, that's for sure. No, I'm thinking of if it's possible to launch this exact same vehicle. So let's get in here. Let's look at that debris. So we got... Wow, we got debris everywhere. What is this? This is... Moon Relay 2. Oh my god, I gotta get rid of some of this. Fixer Tug Build debris. I got too much debris. Launch pad debris. This must be it here. So this one here. If this is an engine, we might have a chance. Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! Look at that! Wow, what a mess. So this game... Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. Okay, we're going to try and catch this before it re-enters the atmosphere. So you're saying there's a chance. There's always a chance. There's always a chance. I'm just going to look at it one last time. I want to know what its periapse is. So this is Moon Tug debris. Oh my gosh, what a mess. So it's... Moon Tug debris. I got to get rid of some of this debris. See, its periapsis is 44 kilometers. I don't think the game's going to delete it. I think this will stay in this orbit, but I don't think the periapsis is low enough for the game to consider it destroyed. And it'll just stay in that orbit, which is dumb, but I think that's what it'll do. Whoa, there was some funny colors there. This got way more exciting than I thought. Yeah, I know. All of a sudden, like, I was planning on going to Minmus. Now, all of a sudden, like, so let's see. What is it? It was called Moon Tug. That's what I called it. Moon Tug. Now, I'm not. This is now overkill to get to that orbit. But the problem was, let's make sure this is off. Interstage nodes is off. That this was connected to an interstage node rather than connected to the top of that base. And I can actually tell from this now, it's different. Wow, that was sad. So, I should be able to, this is the test, I should, if I make this decoupler the root part, that should all come out clean. Yes, that's what I want. Okay, so, let's get back to make our probe body the root part. Save this. Close those doors. Launch. Let's see if we can get it. Let's see what happens. I've never tried anything like this before, so I was fully willing to take that one as a fail and pick up another one and see what happens. But no, we're gonna go for it. Okay, let's. Contracts are distracting me, so I'm not gonna look at that. What we're going to look at is this, right? This is the one. Yep. Set that as a target. Where is the KSC? Right here. Let's just go into orbit and hope for the best. That's what we're gonna do. So on and up. All right. I'm gonna try and do a better job. You know what I should do? No, I don't know. I don't know what I should do. Remember this thing's kind of struggled? It's like, so this will be a good second opportunity to see if I can do a better. I think it should go up higher, like more steeply than I did before. Careful. Just trying to not pitch over so quickly. Remember, it has that very wimpy Terrier engine. But then again, it got up okay, so just needed some nursing. Okay, let's lock the prograde. I'm worried I'm going to flip out. Sort of deliberately keeping above that prograde vector. Just to ascend a little bit more steeply. Let's reduce throttle than I did before. Yeah, this could be a complete fail. I don't know how it's going to work out. I'm making no promises. Okay, I'm going to lock the prograde. Try and get as much out of this main booster, but it is about to go dry, and we're going to go on that wimpy little Terrier very, very soon. Let's keep this on surface. Okay, full throttle on the Terrier. And pitch up a bit. I'm worried about the aerodynamic stability of this thing, for sure. But I think I had too much drag last time when I let that come off, so I'm going to hang on to this. All right, pitch up a little higher. Put the lights on. Okay, I'm watching that time to apoapsis. I don't want that to get to 0. It's ticking down relatively slowly, which is kind of encouraging. At some point, hopefully, it'll stop and start climbing again. See that? See? 25 seconds. Oh, it just clicked to 24. Let's see. Yeah, now it's starting to come back. So pitch down. Okay. Now I'll never get rid of the fairing. It's my favorite. My favorite fairing. I can probably get rid of it now. Let's do that. 5. Goodbye, fairing. Much higher in the atmosphere than I was before. It's down. All right. Yeah, this one went a lot better hanging on to that fairing, that's for sure. I can lock that on the prograde now. Even reduce throttle a little bit. Yeah, we got this. We got this orbit easy now. Easy. Whoa! That was me putting the camera on to free. Because I could tell that it was going to do the orbit flip thing very soon. I didn't want that. Okay. Alright, so 80 kilometers on to apoapsis. Let's get into space. Circularize. Got more DV than I did last time. All right. Okay, get ourselves in orbit, and we'll see what we can do. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a plan. I'm a little quieter. I'm actually a fraction of my brain is devoted towards thinking about how the hell am I going to do this. All right, so there's our orbit. That's definitely good enough. Let's figure this out. Because normally what I would do is make my rendezvous at Periapsis, but clearly that's not going to be an option. So somehow, let's take off this other debris here. Somehow we got to, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. Let's just put a maneuver here and see what we can do. Because I got a feeling what I'm going to need to do well, hang on here. This is going to be an unorthodox. See that? I'm looking at this one. I'm looking at you. There's going to be a large radial component, so our encounter speed is going to be very high. And of course, I have to complete everything before we enter the atmosphere, which is going to be fun. Okay, I'm going to go prograde more. No. I'm going to just do that. Let's adjust the timing here. Remember, this is rather overbuilt because it was built to go to the moon. So the whole thing is to get here, but connect with it before it plunges. Maybe going higher might be not a bad idea. But I think if I do that, I don't think I'm going to get my encounter. No, most certainly not. Okay, so come back. All right. Okay, I see a 2.4 kilometer separation. I think that's going to be good for now. But our encounter speed is 1,085 meters per second. So this is a 227 meter per second burn coming up in just a few minutes. The encounter speed and this burn is still less than the delta V I have left. So theoretically, this should be doable. All right, F5. Let's do it. I have no idea. How many minutes does that leave me? I don't know. I have myself a feeling I don't want to know. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Okay. That on there so I can watch my rendezvous. But I have a lot of it. I'm worried I'm not going to be able to make the rendezvous before, but it'll be exciting. Okay. 3, 2, 1, and go. Reducing throttle. And again, I'm looking at that intersect distance. Intersect 1. 4 kilometers, 3 kilometers. I saw about 2 point some. Oh, it started going back up. Back up a bit. 2.6 something. That's good. All right. Okay, so we're on our way there. We're going to be there in 13 minutes, whether we like it or not. And so what I want to do next is I want to see if I can close that down a little bit. I'm probably coming above or below it. Yeah, I think I have to bring... Yeah, that brings it down. So I'm doing a little bit of a mid-course correction just to try and... There, I'm bringing that... See how the AN is getting into the... Joining the party. That's always a good look. Okay, there we go. 0 kilometer intercept. Still 1,084.3 meters per second. Okay. I think I'm going to do this one with RCS. So F5. Get out to there. Oh, let's I should open up stuff here. There. I think it's just pure normal the other way. Oh, put that on orbit. There we go. Okay. Oh, it is a 7. Let's reduce this. 7 meter per second burn. There. Antenna deployed there. I don't need the antenna. All right, so coming up to this, again, what I'm really going to look at is that I want to bring this distance here as low as it'll go. Oh, I saw like 24 meters, 22 meters, 19 meters. That's good. So no problem with getting the intersect. We're going to be coming close to it. And again, we're going to be there in 7 minutes. Because this is such a high encounter speed, what I'm going to do is do this with a maneuver node. So the main purpose of this, let's back up a little bit. Ah, what am I doing? There? No, this way. That's right. I want to try and create a maneuver that's going to match the orbit of the target as best I can. And I can tell that this is going to have a lot of radial in it. So I'm just sort of playing with doing my best. This is going to be a big burn. But this will give me a good idea of when to start. There we go. Let's get over to here. Take off a little bit. Of course, this is saying what the encounter is going to be the next time around, which isn't going to happen. Okay, so there's our more or less our burn. Because I want to do this really quickly. So the idea here now is I'm going to come in here, going to perform this maneuver, probably start it. Oh, wait, it's saying it's got to start really quick, but that's because of this. There we go. 1 minute and 35 second burn. It's going to come up in 4 minutes. Yep, thrust limiter. Somebody just mentioned the thrust limiter. 100% thrust limiter. And I think I'll start the burn a little early. I'm going to put this on target. And what I'm really watching is this target speed. This is really about bringing that target speed down more than anything else. And I got plenty of fuel, so that's not the issue. All right, let's do it. Oh, and arm the claw. I'll remember to arm... Yeah, let's arm the claw right now. Thank you. Arm that claw. Because I got a feeling I'm going to want to do things very, very quick. Well, one thing that gives me an indication is if I put this back to orbit, I'm going to be in my periapsis in 34 minutes. Well, I shouldn't be bad. It's honest, I thought it was going to be worse. I thought it was going to be worse. Okay. So let's get a little closer to this maneuver. I'm going to start the burn 30 seconds early. No, I can't rationalize that. So I'm not going to try. Let's lock this on retrograde. All right, I'm going to start to burn 30 seconds early. The ship is that way somewhere. But right now, we're just going to burn this. And again, this is really just about bringing this target velocity down. 30 seconds now. And hopefully when this is all said and done, I'll still have a much more sensible approach. And if I'm worried about, well, whatever. I was ready to write this mission off, so if it fails, it fails. I'm not gonna be upset about that. Okay, you'll be at your current periapsis in 34. Okay, yeah, I think that's what I was talking about. So anyway, this is still burning. A minute and 20 seconds from my target. My distance to target it's changing a little bit, but it's still like under 100 meters. So I'm very happy with that. And now I can see this time to target is increasing. If this distance starts getting really large, I'm going to kill my burn. It's still in the meters, not kilometers, so that's good. But look how much my target speed has come down. That's what I want to see. Okay, I'm going to cut it. I'm 2 minutes and 20 seconds from my target. There it is. It's 37 kilometers away. And here I'm about 2 minutes away from it. Oops. And if I take a look, yeah, I can see how much I changed my orbit by. Not as much as I would have guessed, but... Okay. I'm going to do this with... I don't like that we're going right into the sun. That doesn't... I don't like that. Okay. Let's just increase throttle. Now, can I get this to go down? Yes. Yes, yes. Getting the distance to go down. I'm actually starting to feel not terrible about that. There's Kerbal. It's not looking as big as I worried it would look. Yeah, right into the sun. The sun! I'm just trying to keep this distance from getting too far away. Time's holding steady. I like that. It's gone from a... I gotta remember that next time I have a bonkers rendezvous with a high encounter speed, that maneuver node trick. That, you know, I'm so used to doing it freehand that I don't think about those things sometimes. But it certainly made this whole thing much easier. Where's my time to pair? Oh, I don't want to look at that. Every once in a while I look down. Yeah, Kerbal's still far away. Kerbal's still far away. Let's get to about a minute. Oh, I don't like when I time warp. That changes. Okay. I think we got this. I'm going to jinx it by saying that, but I feel good. Speed is now like getting close to 60 meters per second relative to the target. Can't complain about that. Okay, cut. Let's just quickly look. What's my time to periapsis? That really gives me 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes and something seconds. So let's get in close. I really don't have the luxury of time. Kerbin's getting noticeably bigger down there. Alright, 27 seconds from target, so let's start again reducing speed. Try and holding that steady. I don't want this time 2 to get too big. Probably just lock it on there now. Oh, it's a visible thing now. Now remember, this thing has actually got a lot going on. It's not just, it's hooked to the fairing too. Like, it's not just the engine now. I've made this a much more awkward thing. Okay, what's my periapsis time? 3 minutes and something. Okay, cut velocity. Okay, we're under a meter per second. Okay, flip around. I want to hook to the engine at the bottom here. Can I? Alright. I want to try and hook onto the bottom of this engine here. So that's going to be... oh, we're coming up under its nether region, which is kind of what I want. Let's put on RCS. Other way, that way. Yeah. Because if anything's going to be in the Airstream, I want it to be this stupid thing. So that, you know, if anything's going to blow up because of heating, I want it to be that. Also, that's probably a lot of drag, which will help keep me the right orientation around. Slow down. Slow down, Charles. Right up the engine bells here. Sorry for getting so personal on you, engine, but this is our plan. Oh my gosh, we're in the atmosphere, aren't we? Shoot. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, I just noticed that. No, I'm losing it because of the atmospheric drag. No. No! Oh no, I didn't notice what my altitude was. Get it, get it. Ah, I missed it. Oh no! I started losing control of it and I wasn't looking at my altitude. Oh no, go get it. Oh, this isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work. Oh, shoot. 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 Oh, it was so close. If I wasn't... Oh. Oh. All of a sudden, I was not paying attention to my altitude. I thought I had more time than I did. No, I've lost it now. I have no control of it anymore. Oh, I'm sorry. That was so close. If I was just paying attention to my altitude a little bit more, but I didn't notice it till all of a sudden I started losing control of the craft. And that was because, of course, The air was starting to affect it. And then I kind of just took one last stab at it, kind of knocked it. It was so close. I was just a little too conservative. That was true. Right now I have no communication. I'm being asked to arm my chutes. Oh, I'm still burning, for goodness sakes. I just noticed that. But I have no communication because of the plasma blackout. There's no sense in recovering this thing. Like, I can't turn off. It's locked onto its heading, too. F9. No, I'm not going to F9. Should I F9? When did I quick save? When did I quick save? You know what? The heck with it. That was so close. When did I quick save at a reasonable... When did I quick save? I quick saved just before this burn. Let's do this. What time is it? Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. So, I had quick save just before this correction burn. Heck with this. Let's do it. I don't care. Yeah, that was so close. So this time I'm going to do it. I'll quick save again earlier too. Yeah, thanks for people saying F9. F9! Let's get out our encounter info here. So not so conservative there at the end, and pay attention to this altitude, for goodness sakes. That was my fault. Well, obviously it was my fault. This whole thing's my fault. Arm this right now. Okay, so I can't be so conservative. Okay, so this is the correction burn. That just closed that distance. So now, again, I got a distance of about 20 meters. Now I got to make that maneuver again. I think I'm going to wait. We're going to be a little more reckless this time. I think it was a little too... Yeah, that's the way to do it. That way. Maneuver. A little more in like this. More like this. We'll put out. Let's get to this. And this part of it, I'm really just kind of eyeballing. Just if it looks close to that orbit, I figure it's pretty good. What is this? Oh, that's just coming around the other time, yeah. Okay. So we're going to do that. Turning this back up again. F5 again. Oh, for the edit, I won't cover anything with the edit. Don't worry about that. This is going to be... Here, put this on target. There. This is going to be purely a... I'll keep all my boneheadedness into the edit. Those edits I make of these live streams, I really spend my whole thing with those is just to show as much as possible. The only thing I really cut out are load screens. So it is chop chop. Chop chop. So I'm going to let myself get closer this time. So 10 seconds from the burn. I think I'm going to do it. And then full throttle. Every second counts. Go. Okay, so I'm watching this. This is it, isn't it? Yep. Coming at us again. A little closer this time. Yeah, the closer you can make this, like, match orbits, the lower your encounter speed. So that's, if you want to reduce your encounter speed, make a maneuver that gets you close to their orbit. Now, I don't necessarily have to do this whole burn, because I do want to have some velocity to target when this is all done. In fact, I think last time I probably cut the burn a little early. But this is about just getting the timing, especially with such a low thrust engine, of how much ahead do I have to start to burn to start to match velocity. Yeah, I do want to watch this time too. That's right. I don't want this to get too big. So that's a minute. A minute and a half cut. Let myself get closer. Let's do it. So we've taken off a lot of the velocity, still coming in nice and close. And pay attention to this, Aben. Right there. That's important. It's F5 again. I'm going to do a lot of F5ing. Now I'm kind of determined. Yeah, this is more like a suicide burn than a grab. I agree. I was being too conservative last time. So, 50 seconds away from target. Maybe at 30 seconds from target, I'm going to burn rather than my fiddling about that I did last time. Yeah, look at how this altitude is falling. Like, that's what I should be paying attention to, for goodness sakes. Of course, if I wait too long... Okay, 30 seconds to target. If I wait too long... Nope, I'm going to wait, come closer. If I wait too long, I can't... You know, I'll end up going past the target, which I don't want to see happen. 25. Let's get closer. 20. This is going to be like kind of like a suicide burn. 20 seconds from target burn. Hold it at 20 seconds. I can get closer. Get closer. 15 seconds. Start pushing it that way. I'm someone who enjoys doing rendezvous, so I actually kind of take my time with them. But I gotta get out of that habit. Okay, I'm 250 meters above Kerbin's seas. I can see it now. Okay, stop. Okay, spin around. Grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it. Okay, RCS, slow down a bit more. And also... This way, this way. Less finagling and more crashing. I still would like to sort of grab it by the tail, as it were. Get in there. Sort of going by, but that is by design. I want to kind of grab this tail. Okay, I'm just going to grab that one bell. Okay, we got it. We got it, we got it, we got it. Now, whether this is all good... What's going to happen after this, I don't know, but this is as good. Look at that, I still got 100... I'm, like, with time to spare. Time to spare. Now, what this whole mess is going to be like... going through the atmosphere, I have absolutely zero idea. But what we're gonna do, let's see. Oh yeah, this is all messed up again. That. Okay. And stage. Okay. That's what was supposed to happen last time. Surface. But I got... What's going to happen with this, I don't know. It's going to be entertaining, I can say that much. I think I got a lot of electric charge. I do. Alright. Oh, can that other claw detach? No, I don't think it can because, like, this... Oh my god, this is such a ditch... Oh, wait a minute. Can I disarm this? Bye-bye! Bye-bye! Thank you! Of course it can! Of course it can detach! Bye-bye! Alright, we don't have that stupid stuff anymore. Oh, that makes me happy. Of course, I was thinking it was permanently attached to the fairing, but of course... Thank you. Thank you. All right, I'm feeling better now. I'm feeling better. We'll see how this goes. I should have detached that right away, but hopefully it won't come flying into us. All right. Yeah. Yeah. And my parachutes are armed. Just checking that. Yes. F5 time? Well, no. Now if it fails, I mean, what am I going to do? What would I change what I did if it fails at this point? So, got debris everywhere. There's stuff there. Stuff there. That's a decoupler of some kind. Whatever that is, I don't know. You know, for a mission that was designed to collect debris, it certainly left much more debris behind than it collected. It is not. It did not take away from the Kessler syndrome problem at all. It added to it. Okay. So. All right. Let's see. So this is most certainly going to be coming down, right? It has to be. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Thank you. I was about to quit on it, and then as some people are saying F9, F9. You're right. F9. I feel better. I'm so glad I went. I know. Okay, so I did do the one revert back, but... Well, then again, I shouldn't count this as being done by any stretch. I'm noticing... Oh, I have no comms, so I can't chant, but I'm noticing it's listing off of the retrograde vector. A little bit of... losing some aerodynamic stability here, but it seems to be staying close enough. Okay. I want to get my signal back. That's part of the problem too. I can't even switch this. How did I know if the vessel was going to be stable during descent? I did test it at the conclusion of last week's stream. I stuck on a dummy mass onto this thing and descended it from low orbit. And so I did test this, not with this big engine on it, but with this. So I'm hoping it will be stable. Right now, I still have a communication issue. Hoping once I get my communications back, it'll snap back onto that retrograde vector. Welcome, Snowman. I guess I'm very glad you did catch the stream. I see a temperature gauge. That is a temperature gauge on a fin. I'm not that concerned about that. That I am not that concerned with. We've lost a lot of our following debris. I'm hoping once this signal comes back that it'll just snap back onto this retrograde, because I do have it locked on retrograde. I think it's okay. Here, let's put this on ground. No idea where we are. Of course, with my luck, what's going to happen now is I'm going to end up on the side of a cliff and it's going to blow up because of that. I don't think there's a way to tell besides testing it. I mean, you can take your best guess, but I would test it. Hey, look at that. Excellent. So, and by testing, what I do mean is just I use the cheat menu, Alt F12, to put it into low orbit rather than to build a whole vehicle to test it. I consider that like a simulation. And it's going to flip around the other way. Oh, me hopes, me hopes. I would rather you be this way so it doesn't have the valuable piece hitting the ground first. Okay. That's good. I was thinking of losing this. We'll see what our speed is like when we get to the bottom. But I think any kind of litho breaking cushion between here and this part, I think, is a good thing. You could build it and hope and pray. Well, there was a little bit of hoping and praying going with this one, that's for sure. I don't need to look at that no more. Oh, I should bring back up my contracts. So my contract, it was this part recovery. Oh, did it count it as a fail? It might have counted. No? Where did the contract go? Did it count it as succeeded? Oh, I lost them all. That's weird. Okay, just a sec. Take off the time warp. Somehow this is... Where's my contract? There it is. Nope, contract is still here. Whoa, no. That's what I don't like. I should have guessed that that's going to happen. Okay, let's lose this. Lose whatever now that that's no longer going to be a cushion for us. Hopefully we won't. I think we're fine. What am I worried about? Messages. Where's them? Turn that off. Yeah, I had this all set up with various missions and notice they all went to 0. It took them. I don't know what happened there, but that's okay. I could reset that up. Oh, it wants to... Here. T, there. There we go. Lock it to... Okay, whoa, 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 whoa. We're down. Sorry, I didn't realize we were so close to the ground. Look at that. That's it. Recover, and it should be done, right? You're 4 meters per second. Yeah, I shouldn't have been worried. Snatched victory from the jaws of defeat. All right. All right, and so that stuff, but what I should have is a successful contract there. Awesome. So there we go. We recovered the part. It was a little bit of an adventure. Had to use 2 launches to get it, but we did get it. And although I was planning on getting myself to Minmus this episode, clearly I think that's not going to happen. What I'm going to be doing instead is drawing this stream to a close. Next week, we'll start off with going to Minmus, and we've got a lot of stuff we need to do at Minmus, but that's all going to be for next week. So in the meantime, thank you everybody in the chat. Thank you everybody watching at a later date, especially those people in the chat that were challenging me to go and get this thing anyway and not just to give up on the contract. Thank you very much. That was a lot of fun. And of course, a very, very, very special thank you to all of my Patreon patrons and YouTube members who keep supporting this channel. Have yourselves a fantastic week, and we'll see you all next Tuesday. Bye, everybody.